Good evening. Okay. I tried my best. I tried to talk to Ramni. I tried to talk to a lot of people and said, would you like to welcome? But I think I'll have to do it. So it's really wonderful standing in front of you, standing in front of those guys who actually made and are in the process of making Just Dial better and bigger every day. So I think I'd like to really clap for you guys. It means whatever I say, really I say it from the heart, because I know every brick that has been built is because of the effort, because of every second that you spend in the marketplace or interacting with the customer. I think that's what Just Dial is all about. It's all about the people coming together and making it happen. Okay. So before we get to, it always happens, you see it watch it in movies. Before the hero comes, it's the other guys come, talk something and go away. So I'm trying to do that. Telugu movie is different, is it? So this is Bangalore, so Kannada movie, this is how it is. So the thing is that before we get on to see Mr. Mani, who is obviously I know many of you have come to see him. I thought I'll just take some time, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, nothing more than that. Take you guys through quickly some few things that have happened in the growth driver called JD1. Okay, you didn't take so much because there is another line of products and services that we plan to offer to the market, and you love to hear about it. Okay, so to begin with, let me quote something that happened recently. It's about JD Omni. So the first thing that we should all know that we've got close to about 10,000 JD Omnis in the market in India. I think it is quite significant, and because this clap is, it means so much because it's so significant considering there are companies who've been there for 15 years, 12, 20 years, and they're very proudly saying that we've got 20,000 customers, and we are about 8-9 months old, and we already got 10,000 on board. Okay? But if you ask me, and I'm sure that mine is in a very different league, but if you ask me, I said, it's a long way to go, considering the next halt is probably 1 lakh, and then 1 million, and keep going that way. Okay, we have just started the journey. But I think we have started well. And why do I say this? Is because as we are traveling, we are learning a lot. We have fallen. We have learned from the customer. We say what we should do, what we should not be doing. I think the important thing is that this first phase has taught us a lot of things. And we should be smart enough to note down these things and ensure what we do next should be ensuring that this learning is incorporated. Right? Agree? So thank you very much for making this thing happen, and the most important thing is the learning that we have got as an organization. We want to bring it together. I don't think we need to be sad. Ye nahi hua tha, wo nahi hua tha. I know that there are a lot of things in our minds. This could have been better. We shouldn't have done this. We should have done. But I see that as a learning, as an organization. And if we are not dared to do what we did 8 months back, we wouldn't have learned these things. Am I right? I think therefore we should be extremely happy when we sit down and look at JD Omni. I think we should be extremely happy and proud of what we have achieved. Okay, with that positive thing. Okay, so it was one of those interactions that I had with Mani. So I had gone there and met up with him. So he said, what's the most difficult thing to do in JD Omni to set it up? So I said, what comes to your mind? What is the most difficult thing in setting up process, not the selling process? Setting up. What's the most difficult thing? Product upload? The painful thing, isn't it? There's so many products to upload. So I said, fortunately, I thankfully you have not said something else, because he's sitting here and he may not like it. He said, Rajesh, you told me something else. So when I told him that, he said, how much time does it take? I said, probably a couple of days. If a guy does it fast and puts all the energy. He said, days? I think this is not the way to be done. I said, okay, so what's the best?
He said, I think we should do it in minutes. Okay, then he thought about it. He came up with this thing of saying, we've got something called bulk upload, and we've got a database with the barcodes. So when we bulk upload, what it can do is, with the barcodes can match and pull all the images, product names, attributes, everything and fill it up. Okay, so why don't you try that? I said, ठीक है, boss बोल रहे हैं तो सुनना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, I said, okay, let me do that. So I went to one of the stores, and this is real thing that has happened, okay? So I went, and I personally went to one of the stores in Chennai. It's a grocery store, and we have already installed it in terms of activated it, trained the person. So went there and spoke to that person. Then she said, oh, you're from JD. Yeah, that someone came and trained us. We are in the process of uploading the products. Last couple of days we have been doing that, and a few more days and I think we'll complete the exercise. I said, ma'am, you'll have to give me some time, maybe half an hour. I'll ensure that I upload the entire thing for you. She said, boss, I don't think you heard me. 2 days I've been uploading. I've completed about 40%. Okay, it will take another 2 days at least. I said, no, just leave this to me. I will handle it. So what I did is that I downloaded the product file. They already had a billing system which they were using. I downloaded the product file from that and uploaded it into our JD Omni, bulk uploaded it. The barcode matched, the magic worked, the barcodes matched, and in half an hour's time, we had all the 3,000 products uploaded. And in the meanwhile, what we did was, we downloaded the hardware, everything, kiya. We were extremely happy. I said, boss, done. And the truth is that the customer started using it. That very moment, after half an hour, they started billing the customer. Isn't it amazing? Half an hour's time, the customer started billing their customers. It's really amazing. And the good news is, I kept calling. Even the next day, I was a little nervous. I'm not too sure. So I called up that lady and said, ma'am, so are you using it? Yeah, fantastic. Everything is fine. Okay, so very proud, extremely proud. Boss को बोलने का मौका मिलता है ना. These are opportunities you don't want to miss. But I didn't say. So he called me up for something else. He was speaking about this, that. Obviously, there's so many agendas that he had in his mind. Then he said, by the way, have you tried that bulk upload? I said, yeah, Mani, I've tried it. So how did it work? I said, fabulous, fantastic. So, oh, really? Oh, how did you do it? So we bulk uploaded. In half an hour's time, we got the store started. I said, half an hour? So much time? I said, boss, इस कंपनी में काम करना मुश्किल है. So Naukri.com is the best. So I said, Mani, half an hour, we have cut it down from 4 days to half an hour. नहीं, Jaimin को phone लगाओ. So connected Jaimin. So Jaimin, this has to be done, and I want this to be done in minutes. Jaimin said, haha, boss, okay. I mean, you can never say no to me because he'll tell you how to do it then. So, okay, boss, I'll do that. Let me look into it. Oh, is it so? And all that stuff. No, Jaimin, तुमने indexing नहीं किया होगा. I don't know what it meant. So I said, okay. So he said, नहीं, boss, indexing तो होता है हमेशा. नहीं, indexing नहीं किया होगा. And this went on for 2 minutes. इनके बीच में. Indexing हुआ, नहीं हुआ. Finally, he said, ठीक है, boss, मैं check करता हूँ. That afternoon, Jaimin came back and said that now the same file can be uploaded in 3 minutes. Isn't it wonderful? I tested that also. Say, Jaimin कुछ बोल रहा है boss को ये करने के लिए. I tested it, it worked. I said, very good. Now extremely happy. So now it's the time. So I went and told him, Mani, 3 minutes. He said, no. How much time does it take to do a VLOOKUP in Excel? I said, few seconds. He said, it should take only few seconds. I said, boss, अभी तो पहले conference चलते हैं, उनको ये announce करते हैं, then we'll do it later. So I've come here, and I'm extremely proud to say that, what's so important about this is not what we have achieved, but it's also the attitude. I think it's important that we keep seeing how to make it better and faster. What we should be proud of, the JD Omni, just not another billing software. It's much more than that. adds tremendous value and very customer sensitive. Okay, so what I did was 2 days back, when I was in Manyata, me and my colleague sat down and said that let's test this thing out, this 3-minute stuff, and show it to people that it can actually happen. Okay, so we made a quick video and we just want to show it to you guys first. Just take a look at it. It was taken non-stop. Okay, it's a one complete video, one complete shot, non-stop we have done it. I just want you to watch this and really feel proud that we are here and working for a company, organization which build products of this order. Okay, great. Yeah, thanks. And let me repeat it. It was done non-stop. Okay, it really was done live and non-stop. I think it really deserves a big applause to all those people. All those people who work behind this, and obviously the driving force behind it with is Mr. Money, and the technology team who are not here. I think all those people deserve a big clap, and thank you very much for making this happen. There are a lot more new features which we would probably spend more time in the training room to take you. But one of the key things that we are trying to drive, which I will show one glimpse of that, is the mobile first thing, which means world is moving mobile. Lot of things are being done only on the mobile. I remember I used to read the mails and do the web, everything on my laptop. Now slowly I've started using my mobile phone, and more people, and especially the younger generation, are going mobile. So we said, Mr. Money's thing is, let's go mobile. I mean, I should be able to do everything on mobile. And what does everything mean? I should be able to upload a product. So if there's a product there and I see that, and I will click a photograph and add it to my product module, and it should be seen on the website the next second. Okay. So what we did was, obviously it's a task that we have to take up, and we are running with it. But I just wanted to show you one of the things that we can actually do now. Okay, what you can actually do, that the customer, that your vendor has a product, okay, and he wants to upload it. Okay, we can actually upload it through, and we are trying to make it. Can you just connect it? Yeah. So imagine this is one of the products. Okay, so we're going to choose one of the products here and see how to upload it. One of you, any one of you, want to volunteer to be there? One of the sales guys. Yeah, could you just come over? Thank you. So you click on the product and you see that, where do you click to edit it? Any guesses? You see that thing? Yeah? That's intuitive, isn't it? That tells you where to click. Sorry?
Pointer.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were giving me a battery. I'm wondering you're giving. So you see this? Okay, so you click on that. And you don't get this. Okay. So what happens is that you click on it, it actually opens up. Yeah, so can we do that? Yeah, so this opens up. Then what happens is, it asks you which is the image you want to upload. Then it asks you what's the price, selling price, cost price, and all that stuff. And then says upload. You upload it. In next couple of seconds, is there on the screen. Okay, so what is important here is to see how do I get mobile as the thing. For everything, the vendor. Already we have a vendor app. You all know about it? Yeah? Trust me, I've spoken to a lot of customers. The reason they bought the JD Omni is because I said, boss, घर में बैठ के मैं देख सकता हूँ अपना sale. On a serious note, okay? So it's been so wonderful, and guys have used it as telling me, अभी तो पहले तो ना मैं regularly घर जाता था. But then I also said I have to rush back to office, but now I go home and I relax because I know I can see it on my phone. Okay, so I think that's the amazing part about this stuff, is getting everything into the mobile. Okay, so with this, and I don't think it's going to be taking too much time, we'll crack it now. It's important that we go to our customers with a lot of pride and lot of confidence saying that we have a product, and I can tell you, vouch for it. I've spoken to the customer who use it. They say, boss, this is an amazing product. Nobody has thought about building a database for you that you can actually pick up all the products and put it. Am I right? They are about tons of products from each category. Grocery, we have about 20,000, and mobiles, we have about 10,000 products. So everything down there. Okay? So my request to all of you is go with tremendous amount of confidence. It's an amazing product, works like magic. All you have to do is make them use it. Okay? Sell them the brand. Go with confidence. Say that, boss, this is the product, use it. Kush ho, kharid lo. Tell them what is available. Earlier, now we used to sell probably some dreams because we never had the product ready. Am I right? You all face the problem? Yes. You have to go and say, aisa hoga. But I think now we are confident. Yes. Yeah? We have something that's ready. Can I hear it from you guys? Yes. Yeah? So now what we could do is, we will go and sell only those JD Omnis which are ready. For example, product category is ready. Yeah? Do you all know that there is a doctor module that has come? Okay, it's as good or better than? No, I'm not going to say the name. Okay, so I'm going to say it's a wonderful thing. A lot of thought process has gone to build that. Okay, now the way to go about this is not to spread thin. Is not to go to every guy. को जो भी दुकान खुला है अंदर घुस जाओ बोला JD Omni. For example, if you believe that groceries and mobile, for example, it's a complete stuff. We target every grocery store in Bangalore. Agree? And if he should have a system, existing system. Kyun? Very good. You can just download the file, upload, connect the printer, boss, start karo. Don't you think that's what will prompt people to use it? Yes? So I think that's what we need to target. Be very focused. Go and sell those products which are complete. First thing. Second thing, choose a segment and drive it hard. Don't let any grocery store which qualifies to the things, the criteria that we said, should be contacted. Should be told, boss, this is what. You should set it up, you should give it to them and say, use karo ji. And I'm telling you, I am a guy who travels. I am a guy who goes to the marketplace. And I've heard it from the customer. They find this JD Omni an amazing product. Okay? So I want all of you to actually take this thing up confidence from this moment, and would like to thank all of you for creating this wonderful learning and experience for all of us to make JD Omni a fantastic product. But keep in mind, we just started the journey, a long way to go. We have the market, we have a fabulous product with us. You all believe? Yes. I'm like the rock star, you know. You all believe this? Yes.
No, welcome here.
I thought no.
I think
No. Finally, it's someone you come to meet. So I would be very, very happy to actually invite Mr. Mani, okay, who is most important thing here, and I'd say it from my heart, is that other than the tags that he has, thanks to the thing of MD, CEO, and all that stuff, I think he's been an amazing person who spends, I've seen him working, amazing, every minute he's on the ball. I mean, I know when I've said this probably a couple of times, I've sent mails at 3 o'clock in the morning, because it's such a good news. I want to send it when he's asleep. And at 3:01 I get a reply. Say, "ये क्या हुआ?" मैं बोला यार, this is too much. So now, having said that, but not only hardworking, but I think it's most importantly his thought process. Every time he's trying to think. Unlike many others who would love to, taken the company to a level, made millets, base do dalo. No, I think this attitude is always trying to empower the organization. I think that gives a confidence to every member of this 10,000 strong family, saying that boss koi to hai, dekhbhal karne wala hai, right? Yes. I think. Thanks, man.
I think Rajesh is extremely kind here. I'm not that great. Good evening, everybody. Wonderful. Many of you I'm seeing you for the first time. You can hear me? Clear? Yes. Okay. So, Rajesh, that was a wonderful presentation. The climax was good, but in the end it was a bit dragged, like some of the movies. No, it dragged because the mobile thing didn't work. So we'll talk about it later. I just came here to meet all of you. I was here at work, and then this idea came, why not meet all of you and talk a bit about the new launch that we have. At the same time, maybe share a bit about how the journey has been for us and how we look at the future. So it was not long back, in '97, I remember I was in Bangalore to set up our office. You want me to hold the mic? Anyway, so in '96 we started Just Dial, and remember, since we are in Bangalore, '97 we came to Bangalore to set up our branch, and we came to a place called RT Nagar. We took a small place in Terrace, a small room, and a room which was about 200 square feet, and we said, this is our office. That's how we started. We were very fortunate to have the 7x3 number from the Bangalore telecom head. He was kind enough to give it to us, and that was a very humble beginning. I think some people out here are from that era. Who has seen that office? Can you stand up, please? There are two people out here. Wonderful. Sunita and Farah. Thank you so much. So the dream was to be the local search destination where people could just dial in and get information about anything. And I would actually tell people that I think there's a need for something like this when people can just dial in and get information on the go. And most people I met said, wow, we don't think that's a good idea. And that's not a great business idea, definitely. But I somehow felt there is a huge opportunity there. And I said, no, I can see millions of people using it. And this is going to be the future. And that's how we started. It was all self-belief. It was all about dream. It was all about starting from scratch with no resources, no capital, only your self-belief and the dream. So it's been a wonderful journey for us. And fortunately, when we started our company, we also saw a telecom boom in this country. So it was an easy, nice ride for us. But usually you see in the technology space, companies perish, they don't last longer because technology by itself is changing. And if you don't change with time, then there's a good chance that you don't exist anymore. So the story of Just Dial has been, although the name says Just Dial, there is less to do with dial now as we move forward, has been the story of innovation, constant change, constant improvement. It was easy for us to define our the way we should go about managing our business. Many years back, when I had this deep thinking about how should I take it forward, obviously the challenges were too many, but more importantly, how do I keep my focus? And I realized that since I'm running a service which is a search engine over the phone, I would rather focus on the users, nothing else. So when I focus on my users, I get everything right for the user, then I would definitely be able to manage more users, repeat users, in the process, be able to benefit somebody down there, maybe the advertisers, maybe people who are listed there. And that philosophy has not changed today also. The user is not anymore a caller maybe, he may be using a different platform to Just Dial, but we're still keeping our focus on the user. Which means that we have to evolve with the user, rather be ahead of him, 6 months ahead of him, a year ahead of him, and be prepared for what he's going to demand next. So when he started with voice search, one of the most challenging tasks for us was to actually go gather information. And those days were different. You had to literally go door to door, collect information from businesses and punch it into the system. And that's how, with a lot of hard work and effort, that we built in this database. Soon we became a household name. Everybody said, oh, if you want information, just dial this number and your job is done. So this went on from 96, 97, 98. 97 we registered a domain name justdial.com. And that's when I felt it's going to be internet for sure, because as internet, I was very fascinated that internet was such an empowering thing. And you know, at the click of a mouse, click of a button, you can get any information at your fingertips. I said, this is going to be, and we had the foresight to register our domain name in 1997 when most Indians had not heard about internet. We dabbled in 2000 with internet. We launched justdial.com. It was very early days of internet, and we realized that we are too early in this play, and it required more resources, and very few percentage of the very few Indians had access to internet. So we kind of gave up in 2000, end of 2000, said let's not focus on the justdial.com site, let's focus on making our voice search popular. Fortunately, mobile phone penetration kept improving. And as mobile phone prices came crashing, came from few rupees to few pennies, then our call volumes also grew. We hardly advertise as a company. In our historically, at least in the first 10 years, we had pretty much not advertised at all. But every day we used to grow. Every day there were more and more calls, more and more users. There were two basic reasons for that. One, of course, the ecosystem, growing up, more people with phone access, telephone access, more mobile phone penetration. Second was Just Dial was able to deliver. Just Dial was able to satisfy whatever they had called for, they would be just getting that. So that focus on the user actually helped us, you know, really get into content creation at Just Dial, and that really helped us when we moved on to actually launching our website in 2007. You know, by then Just Dial has become a household name, a big brand, and the day we launched our website, we had free traffic coming over because people actually knew what the company is all about and how reliable the destination is. It was a big decision for us to take plunge to internet. It was a big decision because we were a highly profitable company doing very well, and the biggest trade secret here was the information that we had, nobody had. So people had nowhere else to go to but to call Just Dial and get information. But the worry for us was people are also going online. If we don't start our online version of Just Dial, there is a chance that over a long term we may lose out our market. But it's a very big decision because when you put your data online, then it is accessible to anybody. And obviously people can just grab the data and start their own version of Just Dial. Or there could be search engines who could grab the same data and try to use that data for their benefit. The other bigger worry was, what if these callers move online and do the searches, then we won't be able to monetize those searches. It was easy to monetize a call because you're able to generate leads, but on web, it wasn't always easy to figure out the usage. But we had to take the decision because we figured out that if as we said to ourselves, that we're going to focus on the user, and if the user is evolving and he's going online, if we don't do it, it's only a matter of time that somebody will come and disrupt our model and we would go out of business. Then we decided, okay, let's disrupt our own model. बाहर का आदमी क्यों करे, हम खुद ही कर लेते हैं. We launched justdial.com and ensured that every caller was informed. You can also log on to our website and you can get the information. We made ourselves popular. Hindsight, it was a fantastic decision. When we took this decision, we had about 40, 50,000 users a day. Today, we have 22 lakh users a day. So that's a huge jump, obviously. This is just to say that every time in our life, we come into this crossroad of decision making. And we overcomplicate this decision-making process by getting too much data into our head. If we keep it simple, like for us, it was easy because we said we'll focus on the user. So what is happening? The user is evolving and going online, so that's how we became. Then came the era of, when we put the data online, we realized that the users were expecting much more than that. They were expecting, we just put the listings, and that was not enough. People said, I want to see pictures, I want to see videos, maps, directions. But there was a time that we used to engage photographers and videographers to go from business to business to shoot pictures and videos and put it up. Those were times that people didn't have such high quality images with them, neither they had smartphones, So it was quite an effort, quite a journey. Then we realized that there is a trend globally that people, search engines, especially in America and other places, there are a lot of websites which are getting extremely popular because of user reviews and ratings. And there was this feeling that if we have a search engine, and if you're not having any user-generated reviews and ratings, there is a chance that someone else may start a pure site which gives only user-generated reviews and ratings. So as a consumer, you all may feel that, oh, that's a better place to go to because I can search, I can find the results, and then I can sort who's good, who's bad based on their user ratings. So we introduced user ratings I think in 2009 or 10, I believe. And that took off very well. And the easiest way for us to do was actually prompt the caller. Last time you had called for this restaurant, how was your experience? Would you like to rate it? Last time you called for this spa, this, that, and all that. And that really helped us build a great user rating reviews sections. Then when we launched our mobile app, and we predicted back then in 2010 that it's going to be mobile big time, and we started working on early days on mobile app. And so we decided, a gentleman called Shreyash Rai Chaudhary joined our company. I casually asked Shreyash, we have millions of ratings at Just Dial. Is it possible to show our app users their friends' ratings? And how about doing the WhatsApp way? You download the address book and you're able to instantly show them. He said, no problem. And within 3 months, he developed this cool app where we are the only app which gives friends reviews and ratings as you search. I don't know how many of you have experienced that. It's phenomenally beneficial. I personally used it and benefited so much. So when we introduced friends ratings, so obviously it was one step better than what it was. Just pure search wasn't the case. And we said, we're the paid customers, free listers, the review rating system is going to be fair to one and all. It's not that somebody's a paid customer, we won't give bad reviews for him. No, we said we'll keep it open because we are focusing on the user. Then, after that, of course, we did a lot of milestones, like we went public and we were able to do several things. Then some time back, I was thinking that there is so much rapid change around us that I felt that people wanted to do everything at a flash, on the go, immediate, instant. So there was a need for search engines to become search plus transaction capable engines. because otherwise there's a chance that people would just go to some of these verticals and do their fulfillment. And there was this huge risk of we getting disrupted, so we decided to move to a search plus transaction engine. It's not easy. It's not easy because you're a horizontal. Horizontal, matlab you cover different hundreds and thousands of products and categories. So when you go to implement a search plus transaction engine, which means you have to have capability to cater to every different type of businesses. So where people are able to book appointments some places, they're able to order something online, they're able to, buy tickets and stuff like this. But we said if we don't do it, there's a good chance that we will be less and less relevant to people. So we did the basic foundation work about a year and a half back. We started implementing it. In the process of implementing that, we learned that it is not easy to implement a search plus transaction engine. Why is it difficult? Because you cannot have transaction unless you know the real-time price of a person, real-time inventory that the business has. If I want to book an appointment with the doctor, I should know whether the doctor is available on that date, in that time slot, is he available? If I want to buy a product, I should know whether that green color or the golden color phone, this particular dealer has it, and my specification, does he have it, and does it, what price that he's offering. And these prices are so dynamic that it changes by the minute almost. And it's also competition driven. So that's when I realized that, no, I think the future lies on any company that can have access to information about real-time inventory of other businesses. Because search will be now expanded to just not search, user ratings, price comparison, availability of stock, and one-click buy, instant delivery. So we have to get to that stage where we no more just search, not just giving user ratings, but we are able to allow people to transact, and that transaction, they're able to do it because it's real-time status on stock, real-time price, such as that. So initially we thought, okay, we will give a small kind of a Excel kind of a thing to be uploaded onto us by our customers, and thereby we'll get to know their inventory status and all that. And then we scrapped the idea immediately, thinking that that's not a good idea. Sometimes what happens, challenges give you opportunity as well. And we found it extremely challenging in those days, executing Search Plus, and a lot of complaints were there, like I ordered for this, I didn't get this, and stuff like that. Then we decided to build Omni. We decided to build Omni because the main root cause of the challenge was the businesses that we dealt with didn't have technology, or at least didn't have that kind of technology they needed to face today's world, which is today's market, not just the customer who walks in, it's a lot of things which is done online. So they needed a technology which could support both their online business as well as their offline business. A technology which is fully integrated, a technology which will take care of the supply chain to customer-facing interface. That's how Omni was conceived. So when we conceived Omni, and we realized that if we can make this product such that it is, usually people are technology averse. You speak to a doctor about technology, say, oh, I don't touch computer. You speak to a businessman about, oh, I'm not good at it. But we realize that most of us are comfortable with a cell phone, a smartphone. Then we define that this Omni technology that we build should be such that it should pretty much work from a cell phone. At least it should be such that the person can manage content, upload content, delete content, see his sales dashboard every day. He can see various other activities that are happening in his business, just flicking the mobile and clicking on one single app, JD Omni app, and he's able to get all the information. And this technology should be also have the ability to talk to other technologies. For example, many of the businesses that deal with, they use Tally for accounting. So our technology was taking care of their supply chain, their sales POS system. It was handling website traffic, transactions from website, transactions from app. So various sources, but all in one place, one inventory, synced up. But is it possible to export this to Tally with one click? Yes, even that piece is also built. So every day's transaction can be exported to Tally, which they can forward it to the chartered accountant for their accounting comments. Thanks to the new government policy of GST, the whole taxation policy also makes it so simpler now for us. As it gets rolled out, then it's one GST nationwide, any product. I think the timing was perfect. As always, it happens in Just Dial, we get too enthusiastic, over enthusiastic, and launch it slightly ahead of time when we aren't yet ready. And the main reason for that is this guy kept pushing. More eager to know what's the feedback. So we have improved a lot on Omni. I'm really proud of what he presented. And it is a fact that we had a conversation, and I casually asked Rajesh about so much time it takes, and he said 1, 2 day. I said, what days? I mean, I cannot afford something like this because we are thinking of millions of people using Omni, and we have to actually help them to get started. So that's when we question, when we probe further. This is something that you all should know. There is always possibilities. Never take no for an answer. Never think this is the way. These are the limitations. Don't do that. Just challenge. So I challenged. I said, why should it take so much time? No, we actually pretty much manually entering every data. And most data don't tally because customers spell it differently, they write it differently, and there are those challenges. I said, look, why are you even bothered about what they are writing? What is there? You must bother about something unique about every product. So in every product, there is either a barcode by the manufacturer, or a model number by the manufacturer, or a product ID by the manufacturer. 99% of the products manufactured in the world will have a unique ID, which is an alphanumeric or just numeric. And most businesses who have a billing system will definitely have that data on their system because otherwise it's difficult for them to manage their affairs. That means we said, why don't you just bother about just download from the billing system to an Excel sheet, just the products with the barcode or the model number, whatever the case may be, and then do a lookup on JD. So we had this guy called Shwetang who heads our content division. So we patch him on a call. We asked Shwetang, so where is our status? What's our status on data on barcodes? He said, well, we have some 6 million barcodes, but we've taken only 1 million live. I said, why the hell you took just 1 million live? No, we're just trying to tally with the Just Dial data, blah, blah, blah. I said, hell with the JD data. Take all the 6 million live today. So money by tomorrow I'll do it. Okay, done. But tomorrow you must have all the 6 million data upload. So he did it. Then same Rajesh tried the data uploading and using only the barcode and the price and the inventory status. It happened in 30 minutes. When it happened in 30 minutes, I knew that we are using technology, it shouldn't take 30 minutes. I have a list of 3,000 here, maybe 6 million here or 10 million here. When it is using technology, it should happen in flash of a second. But he was thrilled to bits that, oh, it's happening in 30 minutes. I'm giving good news to Bunny. I said, no, this is not a good news to me. Why is it happening 30 minutes? Then we patch a guy called Jamin who heads our Omni division. So I told Jamin, I think तेरे राज पे कुछ ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है. No, I said, देख यार, 30 minutes लग रहा है. And I'm sure you're not indexed your data. If you keep your data indexed, it's numeric, so it's you can easily index it. Even alphanumeric, you can index it. If you keep that data of 6 million indexed, and this data of 3,000 which we download from the customer obviously is not indexed. But the moment you download it, the first thing you do is index it. Then you make both talk to each other. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Same day evening, he came back, and now they're able to do it in 3 minutes. Now, I'm sure they will do it in under a minute. Okay? Then it will all depend on the bandwidth that you have at the customer's place to upload the data. That will be the only challenge. Otherwise, it will happen almost real time. Now, this is not just for grocery. This is for any product category. It can be paints. It can be mobile phone, electronic stores, maybe opticians, books as ISBN code, yes, books, and the works. The good thing about this is we have the content. In most cases, we have the pictures and the images, the descriptions. The client doesn't have to bother. Hence, we are able to instantly produce it on the website, and this guy can go ahead and start billing the very same minute. Similarly, we have this list of suppliers. Every business has a set of suppliers. If I'm selling something, somebody is supplying to me, some distributor is supplying to me. And I need to place purchase order to get my supplies on time. So we have a provision for uploading your supplier list and including your customer list and any other list that you may have. Once you do that, the system tells you what is low on stock, what needs to be procured, because you can have rules like whenever the inventory goes to below 20% of my peak inventory or 1 unit, please keep me posted, and the system tells you. So we have put in a lot of effort in every conceivable aspect of the business, and now it's like I'm proud that it's all up there and it can be ready to use, and we must now go all out to do this. I would personally prefer that you all should be trained so good enough that you can just get an Omni account activated in just 10 minutes, 20 minutes. That's how you should learn it. And it's good for you also. It'll boost your confidence. Whether you're in telesales, field sales, whatever sales, you must learn it if possible. Do that. Of course, Rajesh says he will have an army of people to do this. That's only going to increase our cost. If you can do it and instantly prove it to a customer, your sale is also confirmed. Okay? So much so. So this is how we're going to move ahead. And this is what we have done one for doctors. Extremely, Vishal and his team, Vishal, stand up. I've done a they've done a fantabulous job on doctors' special Omni, which handles not just schedules, appointments, that's a very basic thing. It handles even patient records, each patient, his family history, what all diseases he suffers from, what medication he has, any allergies, side effects, all that is capable of capturing for eternity. So once a patient puts in the data, his mobile number, through his mobile number, he can access it from anywhere, and so can he push it to any doctor, and so can his doctor access it anytime. If he wants to change the prescription, the doctor has to just flick his mobile and put the patient's name and quickly guess what he has prescribed. He says, oh, change this medicine to this. And when he pushes and changes it, instantly a message will go to the patient saying that this is what is prescribed by the doctor. So that kind of a detailing, a detail where you can, when you walk out of the doctor's clinic, the JD app will tell you, you have to buy these medicines. Shall I order from Moon Medicals? And there's a shopping cart already opened up with the medicines selected. You just have to say yes. Maybe the medicines will reach before you reach home. So it's a lot of deep thinking which has gone into it, lot of effort that has gone into it. I want to give you this context, like, what were we doing for the last 2-3 years? People ask me actually, some of my friends ask me, क्या यार, छोटे-छोटे company तुमसे आगे बढ़ गए. आज क्या company का नाम सुन रहे, but तुम लोग का तो, I think you guys have lost it kind of. I laugh at it because I've been at it. I've been at doing things when I was like a tiny kid. This is almost 25 plus years of experience of running business. I know what is real, what is not real. So I keep joking, like, a Formula 1 race. When there is a race, everybody obviously does about coming first. But there's a pit stop. And the pit stop is done for what? Engine oil change karna hai, nut ko try karna hai, throw pani pilana hai, and all that. Have you ever seen a Formula 1 race without the champions having the pit stop? So it's a pit stop for us for the last 1.5 years. It's been a bit long because we're just waiting for things to get in on. Now what we felt is, we are an extremely cash-rich company. We don't have any debts. We we thought it makes sense to invest on great products. We were successful as Just Dial because we gave this great experience to users. Whatever new thing that we build should be of such life transforming that it should become addictive. Just Dial, many people say it's very addictive. In those years, people used to tell me that, strange, I don't save the number, I call for the same numbers several times to you because you guys are so predictable, so always accurate, so always efficient, So when a good product actually make it addictive, So we then realized that let's not get distracted by what's happening. It's easy to give cash back, especially when you have a lot of money in the bank. The easiest thing to do is, kitna ho de raha cash back? 100 rupees. Hum 200 dete. If we have to give, imagine, let's say we want to get 10 million app downloads for Just Dial. JD has to just announce for every telephone bill, mobile bill, and your electricity bill will give you 10% cash back. The entire India will come to us because it's 10% saving on your cars. Well, let's take an average. How much will be the bill? 10 crore आदमी का कितना 500 तो होगा 5,000 crore का 10% कितना हुआ 500 crore. So 500 crore, lose it, get 10 crore users. What happens next month? They're waiting for the next cashback. You don't give, they go to the other guy. So that's not business. That is living in a fool's world. And the fool's paradise is created by some of the stupid private equity investors who are so greedy that they just want to put money and become extremely rich in a very short period of time. In the process, we have learned, that most of these companies fail and they go burst. And we have seen a lot of them closing down. Let's not talk too much about them. But our strategy was to build a great product. So you will see a lot of these new products come in. Today you will see 1 or 2 new ideas that we'll talk about. Now, the goal here is keep your focus on the users and keep your focus also on the businesses that you deal with. We want the businesses to engage with us on a daily basis, irrespective of whether they are paid or free. If we look at this way, we have 16 million listings. How many of those guys would know how their listing appears on Just Dial? Maybe 1 million. Rest of the 15 million may not even know their listing appears in this manner. There's a wrong number here. There is the picture is not, photograph is good, not good enough, and stuff like that. Then there are other cases of these million people. Are they engaging with us on a daily basis? No way. Some are probably getting feedback. Thereby, they're actually able to interact with Just Dial in some way. But they're not engaging with us on a daily basis. Then I thought deep. Is there a way we can think of where all these free listers and the paid listing engage with us on a daily basis, and this engagement actually benefits them in their business, and this engagement actually enrich Just Dial's content and help our users. And there came this idea about how about encouraging the businesses to get reviews and ratings from their customers. Now, in most review rating system, the biggest suspicion is these are real reviews of customers or they are fictitious reviews of customers. That's the biggest worry. In fact, for many, we have been always particular about mobile verification as compulsory for rating on Just Dial. Many other places, they don't bother. Just give them email ID and can write a review. And there are social media companies that write lovely reviews and fabricate. So it's not a reliable system. The reliable system is only when you get genuine customers to rate it. So how do we get genuine customers to come to Just Dial and rate it? We can advertise and say, come rate here in Just Dial. But will it work? It might work to some extent. If we get the business to participate in this process, it might work very well. Which means A is getting genuine customers walking into his store or his business, whatever profession or business. And if we motivate this business to actually reach out to the customer and say, here you go, you rate about us, and there is la 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 la. Then came the idea that we should have some really aspiring prizes to give it to the lucky winner. Although the effort is just 1 tap to rate it. 1 tap, 2 tap to rate it. But when you have an aspiring, out there aspiring prizes, then there's a good chance the motivation to go and do it there and then immediately is very high. The motivation to do that is high because the prizes that you have is attractive. The odds of winning it is also pretty good, like daily prizes and stuff like that. So we went ahead and decided on this rate and win contest. So we generally figured out गाड़ी लेना है तो अगर छोटा गाड़ी है तो बड़ा कौन सा or something like that. Then we figured out that Honda Amaze is a decent car which people aspire for, so we chose Honda Amaze car. And Harley Davidson among the young guys, how many of you want to have a Harley Davidson here? Raise your hand. Almost all of them, okay. So that's a hugely aspiring thing. Our iPhone is definitely aspiring to many of the young people in this country. And of course we have this LG 4K TV. The 4K TV is outstanding. The 4K TV is new technology and it is like probably 4x times better than the current TV in terms of resolution and UHD, you know, so ultra high density. So that's a thing. So we decided on these prizes and we announced we kind of decided like this is going to be our contest. Then came this idea in my mind like, well, will this contest work better if we have the owners of the business also get the same price if their customers win it? Then the overwhelming answer came, yes, that's right, that's the thing, that's a killer point. If a business can request their customers to rate about their business and if this customer wins the prize, the owner of the business also gets the prize. So we're not just giving one of these, two of this for every winner, which means for a Harley Davidson, the business owner will also get one Harley Davidson. Then we realized, okay, why are we doing all this? Of course, to get the user engagement, the business engagement, but most importantly, I think for a search destination to have as many reviews and ratings, as many possible, is like better it is. The reason is that search will become at some point a commodity, like you pretty much find the same stuff everywhere. But there are very few places where you can search and find your friend's rating. I mean, finding a friend's rating is a huge thing. That's like good old days when there was no search engine. We used to ask our friends and family. Then we didn't have time for each other. We started using technology. Like today, with technology, if we can get the same friends and families' view while we are searching for things, that's a killer idea. So this contest will precisely do that. This is going to take us to a new level. If we execute it well, we execute it with all affection, we execute it when each time we deal with a customer, we must treat him like our own family member. You must not treat him like somebody who can give you the money. It should be the other way around. You should be the one giving him more and taking very less from him. That's why we named this contest as Dil Jeeto. Now, actually, the success of our company also to a great extent is Dil Jeetne ke karan hua hai. Itne saalon se we have been successful. We moved from where we humble beginning to where we are. It's because of we giving a wow experience to all those users for free. And imagine, having a call picked up and then answering is so different from somebody just clicking and getting information. That call picked up means the person's mood, the training, the efficiency, because you're dealing with humans. We did all that. That's why we became such a big, admired brand. You know, one of the most admired brands in those days and even now. So it's time for us to get back to that with wholeheartedness to how to get into this whole strategy of Dil Jeetne ka. Jo bhi karenge, Dil Jeetenge. And after that, if the customer is satisfied, then he can graduate to our paid listing and stuff like that. So this rate and win is so simple, so less complicated. All that a business has to do is download the Just Dial app. Once they download the Just Dial app, from Just Dial app, in their what do you call, details page, they will see a toggle button, which I will show you right now. And there, any kid can do it. Just put the customer's mobile number, send, and the link goes to the customer. And the customer has to just click on the link and read it. You don't have internet? Yeah. Sorry? Okay. So Vishal has probably created a test contract or something. So he owns a restaurant called Tandoor Chili in Bombay. Oh, in Bangalore? Okay, wonderful. So he has multi outlets, I think. Okay, he's got a Tandoor Chili in Bombay. Now, hang on, Vishal. Just go back. So this is a details page of the customer. The executive concern has not done a good job because no pictures there. So, and here, this is the toggle. It looks slightly different on an iPhone. This is one in the Android. You just have to click it. Now, this toggle cannot be seen by anyone else. Only Vishal's phone, he can see it. You get it? Because he verified his mobile. When you download the app, you verify your mobile number. Only that person can see this toggle. You get it? Now, here, you see, there is a thing called JD ratings. Click on this, JD ratings. And now, any one of you want to volunteer? Yeah? You're Zakir. And so Zakir should have received a text message now. If he has his connection. Airtel. You can send it to someone else also. You got it? So he's got the link. Now, Zakir, you want to click on the link? What does it read? First read the link.
Rate your experiences the Tandoor Chili and get a chance to win a Harley Davidson or a Honda MS LG 4K TV or iPhone 6s. Here, click here to rate now. Price sponsored by JD1.
Okay. Now click. He's shut his data. Okay, Rajiv, you rate it meanwhile. You got it? Now you want to rate it? How was the experience? 1 star, 2 star? Okay, if you give 5 stars, there's no guarantee that you'll get the badge. Okay. Okay, now he has. I can simulate that. Okay. So this is a message Zaki got, and he clicked on that, and this is how you will rate it. And as you can see, share on Facebook, the default share on Facebook. Okay, you put 2.5 star, and then submit. Okay, thank you for your rating. We'll have some interesting message here. Now, that's it. You rated? Raju, you rated? Yeah. The contest has started today. Okay. He wants to write a review also. Nice of him. So there's a 5 out of 100 people write a review.
Thanks for rating.
Yeah. that's some pop-up. Oh, JD app. That's done. Can you show us? So this is, whose is this? This is Vishal, your mobile.
Yes.
So since, I'm sorry. Okay, Ramni's mobile. So Mr. Ramni has Rajiv's number on his cell phone. As soon as Rajiv rated something, he's getting it on JD Social. That Rajiv rated tandoor chili 4 on 5. Do you want to order online? It's like, you know, sometimes if it's close by, you may want to try it because Rajiv's taste buds are creditable. Now, so he too got. Okay. So great. So what happens here? As I said, this is absolutely free. Very easy to do. That was child's play, isn't it? Then the business for every rating gets free publicity. Just guess how much free publicity? One rating is equivalent to few hundred people reaching out to few hundred people, couple of hundred people. Many of us have a lot of Facebook friends. Everybody we make friends. We never say no to the girls for sure. Eh? So you have so many friends. So you got to impress upon this business. Maybe I'll come to the pitch later. I mean, you got to tell them free. You rate and get free publicity, and also a new bike and a TV and this, and the customer also happy. When the customer wins, put a big poster in your shop. My customer won. You get it? All you have to do is get your customer to rate it. One rating is equal to reaching out to several hundred people. Supposing you manage 1,000 ratings in a year, you're potentially reaching out to 200,000 people for free. If you want to save 1 rupee per person, just for the heck of it, 1 rupee reaching out to one person, which is nothing, getting 200,000 rupees worth of publicity for free. Isn't it? इसके बावजूद अगर वो लोग ना साइन करे, आपसे नहीं हो पाए, तो हमें कुछ और नया आइडिया सोचना पड़ेगा. Isn't it? Now, we have one more product. I will tell you about that as well. The thing about JD rating, of course, we got to see as we move forward. If people are trying to rate very like 5 on 5 like him, hoping that they can win prizes, we'll say, hey, relook, please. There's not a more chance that you give high rating that you'll win it. Or we'll add a word called give you a genuine rating about this establishment, something like that. But if we get fair rating, then definitely you can blindly go to Just Dial and trust the results. Isn't it? Our campaign on television is going to talk a lot about ratings check karo or one click job done. So सारी theme में हमारा ratings पे हमने focus किया. We'll start with Mr. Bachchan and then we'll have a lot of common people. अरे Just Dial में rating check किया. You know, that's the theme. So base we are building here. Imagine if you can get 1 million business to do this. Daily basis you can at least get 1 million ratings. If not, couple of million. 3 million, 4 million. That can be huge. 4 million ratings means into 100, that many friends able to see something from Just Dial published on Facebook or on JD Social. That's free publicity for us too. Isn't it? Now, when we talk about search, when we talk about a destination like Just Dial, it's more either searching for a business or a category. When you search by category, it's common sense that we will all go and check the ratings. If somebody's got poor rating, will you give him business? So, and then we also use our mind saying, कितना रेटिंग है चेक करो, एक रेटिंग और 5 स्टार उसकी वाइफ ने दिया होगा, छोड़ो उसको. It cannot be one rating you will believe. You will believe in the number of ratings. So somebody has 3.5 star rating, and probably 1,000 people have voted for it. And somebody has 10 ratings and 5-star rating, 4.5 star. You may still consider the 3.5 star because it's common sense that, if so many people have trusted this place, blindly I can go for it. So we're going to put a big punch to our search. So when we go, one more thing, when people are rating themselves, they also realize, boss, when I have to search something, Just Dial is the place to go to. Same thing happens with the vendor. When I have to search something, Just Dial is the place to go to. If they don't do it, our ads will remind them, Just Dial is the place to go to. We have now strengthened Just Dial as a go-to destination for finding things much, much, much more than what it was before. How are we doing it? Getting people engaged with us on a daily basis. Businesses engage with us on a daily basis, and users engage with us on a daily basis. Then came this idea of what? आजकल virally इतना कुछ spread हो जाता है. You give one message and then it goes on WhatsApp, Facebook and all that. We said, how about running parallelly a rate and win contest for consumers? So now you rated once means your chance of winning is 1. Each rating is equal to 1 raffle ticket, one number. So more you rate, more the chance of you winning a prize. So we then realized there are 20, 30 things that we do on a day-to-day basis. Why can't we all contribute in rating the businesses that we deal with on a regular basis? It could be the restaurants that you go to, your family doctor, your dentist, your orthopedic doctor, your eye specialist. It can be a spa that you go to. It can be even a tattoo guy you went to. It can be a laundry service, a grocery store, a medical store, any of these things. And all of us will have one. Chalo tattoo nahi hoga, baki sab to hoga. All of us will have one or the other. So we said, let's have this contest which will have simple questions. Find your doctor, and there's a search box, and rate him. Find your dentist, rate him. If it doesn't apply to you, skip. Find your grocery store, rate. Find your medical store, rate. Like that. So there's a 15 such a quiz. You can quit the quiz anytime you want. Contest you can quit midway. Means you can have 5 or 6 to your credit. If you play the whole contest, it hardly takes 3 minutes to do it. And you have increased your chances of winning. Imagine if each one of you go back and do this. That's going to be a huge advantage Just Dial and to its users. But why would you do it? Yeah, you will do it because it will increase your chance to win the prizes. What if I tell you, you share this link with your friend, and if your friend wins a prize, you also get the same prize. This means every rating will have somebody who's referring it. Either the business owner is referring it, or it could be anybody else. And that we have made it so interesting that the rating link, when you click on share, it's a unique link created for you. So you can share it on Facebook. You can share it on WhatsApp to every friend before other friends reach your friends. And the moment they start playing, all those ratings will go to your credit. And if they win it, you get a prize. अब पूरा इंडिया काम इसमें लगे रहेगा ना नेक्स्ट कुछ महीनों के लिए. उसके बाद तो बोलेंगे अरे सब फ्रॉड है, ये सच नहीं है इनका, they just cheating people, all that. But I'll tell you one thing, it will be 100% genuine. There will be no way any manipulation. This is a completely computerized process. In fact, we intend to invite 4 to 5 vendors, customers every day to do this lottery. One day it will happen in Bangalore, one day in Mumbai, one day in Chandigarh, things like that, wherever it's logistically possible. In fact, we are also trying to engage E&Y to do the audit of the process, so they certify the process is fair and this thing. So that's also getting done. So isn't it a good idea? So now we felt for sales, this is a nice, refreshing way of approaching a customer, isn't it? So when you go to him and say, "Sir, free listing karna hai." Arey, kitne baar karayega yaar free listing? Yeah? How many times? Edit listings are, oh my God, how many times did you edit free listing? Last month it's 3 times. So you get a fresh lease of life, and now you're only giving it to the customer. So, acha, I told you what? Like your family member. Ye kabhi mat bhulna. Even if you are doing pathetic in your sales, horrible day, as soon as you are in front of your customer, he's God for us. So we must treat him with all respect, all affection, and we must care as much as we care for ourselves. So don't try to push anything on him. It comes back to us. So you must go and of course tell him about this rate and win idea. So obviously if I were you, I will start with the poster in my hand. This lovely poster, show me the poster. So we give 2 posters each for every establishment, free of cost. You know, and this will have this adhesive thing on back, so they have to just go and stick it. So nothing like, you know, self-adhesive stuff stuck on this. So this is a poster. We'll try to change it every few months, but this is how it's going to be, and it's for free for every establishment. You can give 2, up to 2. So you got to, probably I'll take a call separately, maybe if you have time today. Do you want me to go to the next one? I'll finish the JD and then do this. I'll tell you how to go about doing this. It's very as simple as telling your customer how to use JD ratings. That's as simple as that the call becomes. Okay. Just to extend a bit on the, hold on to this thought that on a category search, when we search, when we see several results, obviously we'll see from top to bottom only, and we go by the ratings. That much you're agreeing with me? And any suggestion for the contest? Any changes you want to make? Any improvements? Great, fantastic. So what we thought, we must engage the customer in as many different ways as possible. And it has been an aspiration for me to give solutions to businesses. That's how the Omni product got developed, you know, which can completely solve, make their life so simple, effortless, run their business like any good technology company would run it, or any good company would run it. That's how we built the Omni product. Along with this, the idea came to me that I think we should have something called JD Pay. The JD Pay is a very simple method of paying. It's a cashless, cardless, 100% secure way of making payment. Any business can sign up with JD Pay for free of cost. And they get onboarded in just 5 minutes. In 5 minutes of signing up, you can start, 5 minutes to sign up, and then you can start accepting payments via JD Pay. 2 ways of accepting payments for JD Pay. We'll give you a QR code, which is a unique ID for every establishment. So all of you will be carrying in your bags a lot of these. They're not the same, they're all different. They look the same, okay? So when you go, this, you have to just assign it to the business. So there is a JD Pay app we will give you for you to download. You just have to search for the business name. From the auto search, just select the right business. Scan this sticker, then you've given him this code. And then stick this sticker on his cash register or wherever it's the right place to stick it. So his customers, when they walk in, they can choose to pay by JD Pay, and he can give them the bill. They will just take their mobile phone, use the JD app, scan this, put the amount, enter, done. And use any credit card, debit card, net banking, UPI, whatever you want. You can use anything. You don't have to transfer any money to a wallet. You don't have to waste money in a wallet. It's always there in your safe bank account or in your debit card, on your credit card. Now UPI is going to be, I'm predicting UPI will be the killer of all wallets. And that is what is going to JD Pay integrate with. So Amex, Visa, Master, any card. If you are scanning the QR code, the vendor doesn't even know what instrument you're using to pay, what is your name, your card number, nothing. All he gets is, within seconds, information from Just Dial payment received. Maldini. Customer need not have an app, he just has to have the sticker. If you want to use a QR code, you have to have the JD app. JD app will have this QR code scanner, the new app, which is not yet launched, but very soon. Vishal, by when? By Diwali. Diwali gift. So, and the other method of payment is anybody who can pay. People who do not have JD app also can pay. How? Simple. The vendor has to just send you a link. Pay me 5,000 rupees and give you a link. You click on the link, you land on the JD Pay web page. You need to have internet connection. And then, first time maybe you enter your card, second time onwards, automatic. Okay? And if you use the app, it's one tap. If you use the app, the link will open on your app. Then it's one tap payment. If you don't have the app, then it will open on the mobile page of JD Pay, and then you have to put the CVV number manually. That's it. But no, CVV and the OTP number manually. CVV number you may not have to put it. OTP number you have to manually put it. So Dhruva was joined our company recently. He has built this product. Big hand to him. Actually, we hired Dhruva for even more challenging job, which is called BioPay. So I have this thing that I've been for years telling people, why should anybody pay through card or any instrument? Why not buy this? This is better than OTP, isn't it? So we have also developed a technology for BioPay that is patented. I think the patenting request is gone. Most likely it's accepted, at least for request. So we may even meet Reserve Bank of India and give them this idea. Why are you going on OTP? Switch to BioPay. We'll give you the technology. We'll help you. You know. So even an illiterate person can use it, and they can 500 रुपया देना उनको. तो 500 लिखना नहीं आता. So that's the level we are thinking now. BioPay unfortunately needs a receiving device. तो वो सीधा server में बात करना पड़ेगा. What is it? So, but when we implement BioPay, it will be your mobile number. You have to put it, and then you put this, because you can't match with 10 million with this. Then it will be like Rajesh is matching Excel. It took forever. So it's like that. Oh, there he is. So that's going to be a super foolproof method, but I will not talk about it now. Although the new app that we built it includes BioPay, we're going to strip it and we're going to just give you the lighter version of the app ASAP. And now, Dhruva, can you show us this how it works? Okay. Actually, why don't we do one thing? Is anybody in a mood to pay 2 rupees? Mr. Ramani? Okay, you're there. You're registered in Just Dial. Your card is registered. Okay, come on. What's your name? Junaid. Can you request for 2 rupees from Junaid? We'll reimburse it. So we're doing the link first. Tandoor chili, come on. Can you take us to the first page? Can you go back to the first page? So back to the same old, hello sir, wait. Same old details page, toggle. Customer has to use this toggle to request for a payment. Now toggle mein click karo. Toggle is this, huh? This is, and then there is JD Pay out here. Now click on JD Pay. It says make payment, receive payment. Right now he's receiving payment. So we'll click on receive payment. This guy is an exceptional guy. He does some 200 test accounts. So उसका मोबाइल में इतना सारा है. Normal आदमी का एक ही होगा, उसके prompt भी नहीं करेगा. See that you go to the page. अभी कुछ भी करो भाई तंदूरी. अच्छा, OTP market, चलो. Now it's asking for customer's mobile number.